It's a Brad world. That's the title of stylist Brad Goreski's new reality TV series on Bravo. In this part of my 3-part interview with Brad, we talk about the challenges of opening his personal life for the cameras. This is Media Beat.
Look, things change.
Anyone with a camera and a computer
Right now,
is
so
good
we
idea.
should pay attention to
What's the
where
user
they
value
are.
proposition?
We evolve.
So Brad, let's get right to the new show. Did you envision re-entering the world of reality television so soon after your departure from the Rachel Zoe Project?
I didn't actually. It was, you know, when I left Rachel, it was, I was very focused on building my portfolio so I would have things to show, which I did do. And the show, it seems like it came up really quickly, but when I did finally decide to do a show, it was, you know, actually months and months later.
Did your previous experience with reality TV, I mean, you've seen how it's made, how it's edited, and how it's received. So you've kind of been through the process for a couple of seasons with the previous show. Did that affect how you approach this new show, or were you really just trying to almost live and forget the cameras are there?
I would say the latter. For me, it was really important to let it be what it was going to be, you know, to let it be an authentic experience. I'm not, you know, a table flipper. I'm not a person who like gets violently angry, and it was never going to be that kind of show. So for me, it was just important to be open and to allow myself to wear my heart on my sleeve and be available to the audience. And from my previous experience, I think, you know, when you step away from the supporting role and you become the star of the show, of course you're opening yourself up to so much more applause, criticism, judgment, but you can't focus on that. You know, we really, Gary, my boyfriend, and I just decided that we would do the show, we would go on a crazy ride, a crazy adventure, and hopefully the audience will come along with us.
And the new show, it does combine your personal and professional life. And on the professional side, it's really, as you said, the very beginning of your career, striking out on your own and starting a business, which is what you were doing, is really challenging enough. Were you daunted to sort of open that, hang your shingle, and then cameras, come on in and follow me? Was that daunting?
It's actually really funny that you would separate the question like that, because just kind of in talking about, you know, me starting off on my own, when I initially was like, I really want to be my own stylist, and I wanted to do this job as my own stylist, I really forgot about the part that what I was essentially doing was leaving to start my own business, you know, open up shop. And that actually never occurred to me. I was like, well, I just need my dresses, and I've got good taste, and I'm fun to be around. But I actually never thought about the nuts and bolts of things. So discovering that on camera, since I didn't have that knowledge previous to the cameras actually rolling while we were filming, I'm like, I've got to figure out my business now on camera. You know, I've got to become a businessman. I've got to figure stuff out. And I think that people have this idea, because I had this platform that I'm so grateful to Rachel Zoe helping me with, and for the great training that I got from her, but it was a lot harder than I thought, and a lot more work, and then figuring out all of those steps along the way. You know, it's really a strange ride. I'm not exactly sure what a Brad world is yet. I just know it's like you never know where you're gonna end up.
Well, that's a great place to end. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about that foundation you mentioned that you built with Rachel. So back in a minute.